Yesterday, the command of the Pacific Fleet of the Russian Federation announced news that literally shocked the entire top leadership of the Pentagon and its British colleagues. In particular, on March 28, at 4 a.m. Moscow time, the commander of the Pacific Fleet, Sergei Avakyants, officially announced that a detachment of warships, which includes the frigate Marshal Shaposhnikov and the Guards cruiser Varyag, entered the Red Sea, in order to ensure the achievement of the stated goals. In addition, this detachment of warships is accompanied by Russian submarines. What kind of submarines they are and in what number they accompany Russian warships, is kept secret. At the same time, it is worth noting that the Guards cruiser Varyag is one of the most powerful warships in the world. This warship is armed with upgraded S-300F anti-aircraft systems and Granite anti-ship cruise missiles. As for the frigate Marshal Shaposhnikov, it is one of the most powerful anti-submarine ships in the world, which is capable of detecting and destroying even the quietest and most stealthy enemy submarines at great depths. And all this powerful force entered the most dangerous zone of the Red Sea, where since November last year, Yemen's Houthis have regularly attacked Western cargo and military vessels associated with Israel, the United States, and Western European countries. During all this time, Yemen's Houthis attacked about 100 Western bulk carriers and oil tankers, as well as about 20 British and American warships. Moreover, in early March 2024, Yemen's Houthis even sank the British cargo ship, Ruby Mar, even though it was under the protection of US warships. As a result of these actions, Western countries have almost completely lost the opportunity to use the Red Sea for maritime communication with Asia. All this has dealt a devastating blow to the economies of Western countries. Even attempts by the United States and Britain to solve this problem militarily have led to nothing. Moreover, with these actions, the high-tech and powerful West once again became an object of ridicule, as it failed to cope with Yemen's Houthis in sandals. But, why did Russia send its warships to the Red Sea? What is Moscow's goal, especially given the fact that Yemen's Houthis have promised not to attack Russian and Chinese bulk carriers and oil tankers? Well, my friends, I will try to answer these questions in today's video. The fact is that on February 24, 2024, someone cut 4 of the 18 underwater fiber optic cables of the global internet in the Red Sea. As a result of these sabotage actions, the most important cables for the world economy such as AG, TGN, CECOM, and Asia-Africa-Europe 1, were critically damaged. Immediately after this incident, the Western press began to accuse Yemen's Houthis of this sabotage. British and American newspapers directly accused the leadership of Yemen's Houthis of organizing this sabotage. As evidence, they showed a video where the commander of the Yemeni Navy, Rear Admiral Mohammed Fadel Abdel Nabi, publicly threatens the enemies of Palestine, Iran, and the Houthis, with sending them to the Stone Age if they do not immediately stop the war in the Gaza Strip. However, these accusations of Western journalists have many white spots and inconsistencies. The fact is that these underwater cables are located at a depth of about 200 meters. Even with all their desire, Yemen's Houthis would not be able to damage these underwater cables. Moreover, immediately after this incident, the leadership of Yemen's Houthis not only did not take responsibility for the damaged cables, but also completely refuted the accusation of Western journalists. In particular, Yemeni Defense Minister Lieutenant General Mohsen Mohammed al-Dari said that Yemen's Houthis do not seek to harm the global economy, but only try to stop the genocide of the Palestinian people by attacking only the ships of those countries that support Israel's criminal actions. In addition, the question remains open: why out of 18 underwater cables, saboteurs damaged only 4, on which the financial calculations of China, India, and some other Persian Gulf countries depend the most? As it turned out, as a result of this sabotage, the United States and Western European countries suffered slightly, while the economies of India and China suffered significant damage. Moreover, even some Western experts have recognized the fact that these underwater cables were not cut by Yemen's Houthis, because they do not have modern deep-sea equipment for such deep-water missions. Everything that happened in the Red Sea rather resembles a scenario with the destruction of the Nord Stream pipelines in September 2022. Whatever it was, but the fact remains that the West failed to cope with Yemen's Houthis with the help of military force. And now, it's extremely important for the West to force China to intervene directly in what is happening in the Red Sea. Indeed, if China really sees a threat to its objects that meets Beijing's economic interests, it will immediately put pressure on Iran and demand that Tehran stop Yemen's Houthis in the Red Sea. In my opinion, Russian warships appeared in the Red Sea precisely so that saboteurs would stop damaging fiber optic cables, on which the financial calculations of China and India depend the most. Thus, Moscow once again violated the plans of its rivals, allowing Yemen's Houthis to continue attacking Western cargo vessels and warships in the Red Sea.